Alright, today's the 18th of April. We're going to do another wicking bed update. We've actually had a lot of frost since I planted these tomatoes and stuff, and I've harvested a lot of lettuce out of these beds already. But as you can see, the lettuce is really loving the beds in the rainy weather we've been having. Tomatoes, we're doing extremely awesome, but as you can see, the frost took care of quite a bit of the growth on them. The cherry tomatoes that are buried in the lettuce seem to have done pretty well. I did cover these up on the heavy frost dates, but the light frost dates, they were completely uncovered, and they still seem to have done fine for the most part. Still some of the leaves are burning off, but as you can see, the pits are starting to come out with new growth, so that's fine. I'll just let some of the pits grow. But everything's doing pretty well. This is one of my beefsteak tomatoes. I have two different types here. I don't remember which one's which. But one of them didn't handle the frost very well at all. But deep down in here in the lettuce, which I just harvested, I had the lettuce out of here. The pits are starting to come out, so this should bounce back. If not, I've got some more transplants I can put in there later. And a couple of peas that my kids threw in here are really taking off too. The peas are loving it. I actually planted those after they started from seed, well after I'd already planted all this stuff out, and the peas have already rocketed up to where they're at right now. I don't even know what variety that is. It's from their church when they planted them. So it's looking pretty good so far. I still haven't stained this thing yet. I need to stain it in my free time, but it looks pretty well. I also think I should add that if you really wanted to, you could put some wheels under here, bolt them to the bottom, and then you can just move it wherever you wanted to. And later on, I'm thinking for my next bed I'm going to build, I'm going to take 4 of those containers, but turn them sideways, and they'll be about the same length as they are right now, so it'll still just use the same amount of wood on each side as before, and I'll just need an extra like 2 feet of boards on those sides, so I'd use almost the exact same amount of wood, and I wouldn't have to put this big gap cover in here because there wouldn't be any big gaps. It would just be all 2x4s on top, most likely. And then, although I have to be honest, I've been using this a lot. Every time I come out here to plant stuff, or if I'm harvesting lettuce, I'll set my bowl down and I can grab all my stuff. I actually pull up a chair and I just sit down in the chair while I'm doing it. I'm liking it so far.